turning off last week's vlog and immediately starting this week's. So hello, how are ya? Happy Monday. Welcome to the weekly vlog, and hello from Tony over here. Before we get into the more lighthearted book stuff, I'm going to put up a warning for some sad cat news, but I've just had to send my vet an email, and we're going to be booking an appointment to be saying goodbye to Tony. I don't have a date yet, but probably going to be this week, maybe next week. I have to wait to hear back from them, but I'm thinking it'll probably be sometime this week. So I am still going to vlog for the next few days just because I want to, capture the last moments with Tony, but I think the vlog will probably end on the day that we have to say goodbye to him. But I'm going to move on from that topic for now because I do have to get to work soon and I need to not start crying again. I've already been filming for like 10 minutes because I keep having to pause to cry. So we're just going to go right into some escapism and talk about some books. So my current reads right now, I am in the middle of The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I'm on page 189 right now and having a great time with this. I don't really know how to explain the synopsis of it. It's a pretty complicated world so far, in a good way. I'm really enjoying how intense the world is. But in short, the main character is somebody who has magic in a world where people with magic are, I don't think they're illegal. Are they illegal? I'm not really sure yet. But at the very least, they are heavily discriminated against. But she ends up being taken and brought to this other place where they are using the magical people to fight off some monsters. That's like the worst synopsis of this book ever, but that's all that I've got right now. I don't think I'm far enough into it to really have a full grasp on the world enough to properly give a synopsis for it, but whatever, it's good enough. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Mainly, I am loving the world and the magic system. I think it's so cool so far. I love the characters as well, especially the main character. She's a very strong character and I'm just loving her entire personality so far. And the setting is also really cool. It's set at Oxford University, but it's like a Portal version of that, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely positive, but it felt like a Portal to me, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This book is set in 2059, I'm pretty sure, but the Portal version of Oxford University is like stepping back into like the 1800s kind of thing, so it's a really cool mashup of time periods that I'm having a great time with. The writing is also very atmospheric, and yeah, just overall, I'm having a really good time with this one so far, and I can't wait to continue it. And then this morning, I've started listening to the audiobook for A Grim Reaper's Guide to Catching a Killer by, who's the author? One moment. Maxi something? Yeah, Maxi Dara. I'm currently 11% of the way through, and so far I'm liking it. I'm not loving it, but it is funny and it does have some potential. So I'll continue with that one and see how I feel about it. I like that the main character is older. She's like in her 40s. However, she is pregnant, and it also seems to be like a murder mystery kind of thing, which I am not a fan of either of those things. So we'll see if I end up continuing this one or not. It might be a DNF, but I'll listen to a bit more of it and decide from there if I want to carry on or not. Other than that, I'm not too sure what else I'm planning on reading this week. It'll probably be a while to read The Bone Season because I'm only reading it with my eyeballs. I don't have the audiobook for it, which means I'm reading it very, very slowly. So that might take me at least the rest of the week. But otherwise, for audio, I don't think I have anything else out right now, so I'll have to kind of pick for my TBR and go from there. So who knows? Could be anything. But anyways, I do have to run to work, so I'm gonna leave that there for the time being, and we will chat later on sometime in the week. Hello again. How you doing? It is Wednesday, and today is my last day with Tony. He's scheduled for euthanasia today at 4 o'clock. It's about noon right now, so I've just got a few more hours with him. So I just wanted to come on here and give Tony his last moment in the spotlight. It feels like almost silly to be vlogging about my cat dying, but it weirdly helps. Over the 2 years that I've had Tony, like, so many people have talked about how much they love him and that they love seeing him. So it feels very cathartic to share this experience with people. And of course, like, if somebody has to skip it, that is totally fine. I don't want anyone to feel upset when they watch my videos, but I'm still vlogging this and posting it because it is helpful for me. It just feels nice to share this experience with people who, like, I don't know personally, but y'all are all very familiar with Tony, and he's a huge part of my life and of course my channel as well. He's been very, very present for so many of my videos because he's so loud and chatty, and he always wants to be involved in like absolutely everything. So vlogging this is just kind of giving me some closure, which is nice. In the intro clip, I did talk about some book stuff after mentioning with Tony. I might cut that out and just make this like just a vlog about Tony and saying goodbye to him. I don't know if I'll want to keep vlogging for the rest of the week and like go back to just talking about books and stuff. I might though. It might feel helpful to just like focus on something else and have something else to talk about. So I'm not really sure how the rest of this vlog is going to go. It might just end today and just post this clip and the intro with all of my little B-roll of Tony as like a little farewell to him, or I might spend the rest of the week just going back to talking about book stuff and that kind of thing. I'm not really sure yet. Guess you'll find out once it's posted, so who knows what that's going to look like. But yeah, either way, this is where we're at right now. Tony is having a pretty good day. It doesn't look like it right now. He's very sleepy, but he's been following me around all day. I just had a shower and he was like in the shower with me. This has been like an ongoing thing with him since we moved into this house, is that anytime that I'm in my standing shower, he wants to be in there with me, and he'll spend my entire shower just standing outside the door screaming at me. And the moment that I open the door to get out, he gets in to start licking the water off of the floor. So this time I just like opened the door a crack and just let him come in the shower while I was in there, and he had a great time. He like stands fully underneath the water. Like, he does not care about water. He's currently soaking wet and just having a good time. So that was really funny. And then yesterday, my boss is wonderful and let me go home like 4 hours early so I could spend some more time with Tony. And I went out and got a bunch of forbidden foods that he's not been allowed to have. I don't think that pets should be given human food aside from like a super, super rare treat. But because Tony has kidney disease, he wasn't able to have any kind of treats like that, period, because it would make him really sick. But because he spent 14 years being a street cat, he was used to eating scraps and like literal garbage off the street. So whenever I would have things like pizza and that kind of thing, he would get obsessed with it and he would try and like eat it off my plate. So I figured for his last night he could get some treats and just kind of eat whatever he wants. So last night I gave him a cupcake. He loves icing. Anytime we've had cupcakes in the house, he goes feral over them. His arthritis has been too bad for him to get up on the counters, but that does not stop him from trying. If there was a cupcake on the counter, I guarantee you he's trying to get to it some way, somehow. Cupcake wrappers, like anything, he is obsessed with them. So I gave him a cupcake last night and he had a great time with it. He had so much fun. And then later on, I gave him just a little sliver of some lasagna. I gave him his little Garfield moment, which he actually surprisingly was not a huge fan of the lasagna. I thought that he would go nuts over it, but like, he did enjoy it. But I only gave him like a small little amount and he actually didn't even finish that, which was surprising actually. And for his final meal for lunch today, I'm gonna make him a pizza, because pizza is his favorite thing in the entire world. Anytime that I've had pizza during the whole time that I've had him, I usually have to stand up and eat it, because if I sit down, he will try and climb onto the plate to get it off my plate. So I think he's going to really enjoy that. And then yeah, so my roommate, she is working today, but she'll be able to get back here in time to meet us at the vet. And then a friend of mine is getting off work early to come and pick us up and drive us over there. I don't drive, so I otherwise would have had to Uber, and that would have been the most awkward Uber ride of my entire life. So I'm very grateful that my friend is able to get off work early and come take us down. Also, on that note, I have the best friends ever. I've had multiple friends offer to like call in sick for work or rearrange their schedules to come be with Tony and I in the room, because they know that my roommate usually works the afternoon shift and she might have been at work. So I had like, I think 4 or 5 different people offer to cancel their plans or call in sick for work to come be with me if I needed the support, which is just so sweet. My friend who lives in Toronto offered to like send me dinner on Uber Eats the other night. All of my friends have just been like texting me the most wonderful messages of support, and I really just have like the best people in my life. I really do. And they all just, of course, love and adore Tony, because who doesn't? He's too cute not to love. But yeah, this is a really shitty time, obviously, but it's really nice to be reminded of all the love that's in my life. But yeah, I think that's all that I have to say for the time being. I do have some reading updates, but I'm just gonna talk about those later if I feel like carrying on this vlog. But I'm gonna go get cuddled back up on the couch with Tony. We are halfway through watching the first Lord of the Rings movie. When my last cat, Bella, passed away, we watched The Hobbit on her last night together, so it felt fitting to watch Lord of the Rings with Tony. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and yeah, I guess we'll talk later on. Hello everybody, how you doing? Just popping in to properly wrap up this vlog. I decided that I'm not going to go back to talking about books in this vlog. It just feels kind of weird to just talk about books as if nothing else happened in this vlog. So I'm still of course going to post it because I do want to, just document my last couple days with Tony, and I'll put in, whatever other B-roll that I had taken for this week, but I'm just going to leave it at that for this week, and next week will be a regular weekly vlog. But yeah, it's already Wednesday of the following week. It's been a full week without Tony already, and I am doing okay. Not great, obviously, but I think I was saying in the last clip that Tony had a lovely last 24 hours with me. He had all of his favorite treats and he got some really good snuggles and everything, and it was great. The actual appointment was very peaceful. His little twitchy tail kept going right up until the very end, and of course he had to make everybody laugh right up until the last moment as well. After the vet gave him the drugs to make him all comfortable and sleepy and stuff, he was like trying to groom himself and his tongue got stuck out, so I was trying to like shove his tongue back in there for him, and yeah, he got all of us giggling. So that was really nice just to have one last little laugh with my Tony before we passed away. And yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that there. Thank you to everyone. I made a community post the other day just to announce that we said goodbye to Tony, and there were some very kind messages on there, so I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone over the last 2 years who have left comments about Tony and told me that he's made you smile. That makes me very happy to know that there were a bunch of other people who were brought joy from Tony. He was the sweetest, funniest, weirdest cat. He was truly the epitome of orange cat. He was so dumb, and I loved him dearly for that. He was a very special guy, and I'm really grateful that I got the chance to take care of him for the 2 years that I had him for. And if you haven't been around the whole time that I've had him, I adopted Tony just shy of 2 years ago. He was 14 or close to it when I got him. He had been a street cat for 14 years. As far as the SPCA and the vets could tell, at least, they didn't think that he'd ever had an owner before because he wasn't neutered, and just given his general condition, it didn't seem like he'd been taken care of at all, so they were assuming that he'd been a street cat the whole time. So he managed to survive 14 years on the streets before he found his way home with me. And when I got him, he already had kidney disease and he was FIV positive as well, which is a very, very difficult condition to manage. There's no cure for it. It's the feline version of HIV, very challenging, and it makes every single medical condition basically life-threatening. So any time that he got sick over the 2 years that I had him was pretty scary. And of course, all of the medical stuff that just come with age were made a lot worse because of the FIV. So definitely a tricky thing to manage, but he did great. He fought so hard for so long. But of course, as we all do, he eventually had to succumb to his illnesses. But I'm happy that I was able to give him a soft place to land for his last couple years and let him experience what unconditional love felt like for the last couple years of his life. I love adopting seniors. He was my second senior that I adopted. My last cat, Bella, she was also 14 when I got her. And as painful as it is, I will continue to adopt seniors. I'm not sure if this stat is still accurate or not, or if it's been updated since then, but I read a stat a couple of years ago that said 60% of cats over the age of 14 in a shelter will never be adopted. And as hard as it is, I know that I have the emotional strength to be able to handle only having a cat for a couple of years. So while it's of course extremely difficult to lose a pet like that and lose them so soon after getting them, I will keep doing it for as long as I can because I want these cats to get adopted. I only had Bella for 2 years as well, so it's definitely not an easy thing to do. It's not something that everyone can do, and I totally respect that, but I know that I can do it personally, so I'm going to keep doing that even though it is very, very difficult, but I don't regret it for a second. Both of my cats have been just the best, and I'll never regret getting an older cat ever in my life. But yeah, I guess that's it for this vlog, so thank you as always for coming along. I appreciate you. I'm starting to cry right now. Come on, I'm making it to the end here. Got so close to finishing the vlog without crying. Again, thank you as always for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.